welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm super excited to show you this product from AceVolt. AceVolt reached out to me and wanted to know if I would do a product review on their Campower 2000. It's a 1,997 watt hour power bank. It's a 2,000 watt inverter. I was super excited to get this in the mail, get it unboxed, and start using it. The first thing that I zone in on when I unpack one of these things is I want to know what kind of DC output power it's got. So I was super excited when I saw the XT60 connector, 12 volt, 10 amp port. I knew right away that this thing was going to be able to power my entire van. 2,000 watt inverter, XT60, plug and play, I was ready to go. So immediately I took it on a trip to Wisconsin. I wanted to make sure that this thing was going to work out good before I showed it to you guys. So I've got my cord. What I did is I made an XT60 cord that would go into here. I made an XT90 that goes to my fuse panel, put my fuse in here, and I immediately had power. One cord, and I had full power from this to power my entire van. I'm gonna show you how you can do that later on in the video. But first, let's take a look at the system. Okay, so we've got the 12 volt cigarette lighter adapter. That's 12 volts, 10 amps. The XT60 connector, that's 12 volt, 10 amp. Two 12 volt, 3 amp ports, 4 USB, 2 type C. It also has a small light on it. It's a regular solid light, or it also is an SOS light. I like that it's on the front and not on the side like most of the newer units have, if they have it at all. What I was surprised about is the outlets are not on the front, they're actually on the side. I think they did this as a safety feature because you have to have a distance. You can't have this vent covered. So when this door is open, you've got enough distance here that someone's not going to try and slide this into a compartment and this not be able to breathe. So it's got a door on the side, 6 outlets. I also like that they're all 6 3-prong outlets. Now, I might have changed the door. It's plastic and I feel like it could probably break easy. I actually cut mine so that I can actually keep mine closed at all times and just plug my surge protector in to that one port. So I like that I did that. If each little individual one had a door, that might be an awesome upgrade. Okay, so now there's several features about this thing that I think help it stand out from others. The number one that I'm going to mention is the power cord. The power cord, if you have any other banks like this, a lot of times they've got a big brick that comes with them. This is just a cord. It plugs into the side. It's heavy duty and you don't have anything else. So I like that feature. The other feature that I like about this is this unit can really be a good emergency backup system. So it's got a feature called UPS, and that's uninterrupted power supply. So my son and I did a test just to check and make sure it worked. All right, so I want to test and make sure the UPS works on here. So I'm gonna have my son kill the power to the outlet that this is plugged into, and we're gonna see if this refrigerator flashes on and off or not. It's supposed to go straight over from your residential power to this AceVolt. So Adam?
Off.
Yeah, kill the power. Off? Awesome. So the light did not flash. Adam, go ahead and turn that power back on now. Awesome. You can see when my son killed the power, the refrigerator didn't even flash. And that's what it's supposed to do. And what that means is that at no time was any power interrupted. Uninterrupted power supply is a great feature to have, especially if you've got something plugged into it, that if it shuts down, you actually have to hit the start button or the power button to get it to come back on. This prevents that. So that's an awesome feature to have. Maybe like something like a dog security system or a dog, fan or something like that. It could, be very helpful in that kind of a situation. The other thing that I like about this system is that on the LCD screen, there's a lot of people that ask me, how much power do you think I need? How much power do you think that it's going to take to run this, this, and this? This system has it kind of dialed in to not the watts, it's got the input and the output, but it also tells you, say I've got my refrigerator on and I want to run my fan all night long. So this says that I'm pulling 71 watts. On the right here, which would be your left, it's going to show a number. Right now it says 66 hours. That's how many hours that this thing will run at the current output. So right now I only have 3 watt output. It says that I can run for 69 hours at 3 watts. If I turn some stuff on, I've got a little panel over here I'm going to turn on. I don't have it plugged in. I'm going to turn this panel on. I'm going to turn some lights on. Now it's up to 10 watts. I can run this at 56, 57 hours with that current output. So when you've got people that really are just learning their system, they're really just getting familiar with their electrical setup, that's a good way to tell how long will my power supply last. You probably, if you're using this for an emergency backup system, should plug your refrigerator into it. Do a test on it. Run it for an hour. Watch that number. How many hours can I be without power? And this manage my refrigerator if you're using it for an emergency backup system. So pretty nice setup. I've been very impressed with it. My third favorite part, it's a supercharge. So when I plug this into my regular outlet, I can charge this completely from zero in less than 2 hours. It charges at 1100 watts an hour. It's a supercharge. My current system, I'm lucky to get 470 out of it. That's amazing. I love that feature. I love being able to know that if I run out of power, I can go boondock or mooch stock off of somebody, steal about 2 hours worth of their power, and I'm going to be 100% recharged. Now let's talk about powering your van or any off-grid project that you might have, a cabin or a garage or anything, with one of these power banks, okay? The output is an XT60. I like to use that one other than the cigarette lighter one because I feel like the cigarette lighter one can kind of wiggle loose. This is a nice, clean connection. You're not going to have this come disconnected. So you can order these XT60 adapters. I'm going to put a link in the description below, and then you connect that. You can solder it, or you can just use wire connectors. You connect that. I use a 12-volt wire. I do use an inline fuse. This is up to you. This has backup. Everything is fused. I just make another backup and I fuse mine. And then on the end of your 12 gauge wire, you just put your O-rings and connect the red to your positive, the black to your negative on your fuse panel. I use the Blue Sea fuse panel. If one of the fuses goes out, it's got a little light that will shine red, and I know exactly what fuse is bad. And then you wire all your components just like you would on a regular build, a regular DC setup. You've got your USB ports, you've got your cigarette lighter adapters, you've got your lights. Everything is good to go, all set up. So that is how you wire your van or your small project to one of these power banks. All right, so I'm happy to share with you that if the AceVolt 2000, the Campower 2000 is too much power for you, it's 45 pounds, it's too heavy, you really just want something for car camping, for tent camping, for day trips, for small road trips to power your small electrical needs, they now have the Campower 700. It's on a pre-sale for the entire month of July. I'm going to put a link for that in the description below. So if this is more than what you need, check out the Campower 700. I can tell you I'm super impressed with this product. Highly recommend it. Give it 2 thumbs up. So thank you to AceVolt for sending it to me, for trusting me to do an honest review on their product. Thanks for following along. We'll see you guys on the next video.